Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today, as you saw by the title of the video, this is a wrap-up of 2019. I decided to do this video because 2019, as I look back on it, was a very big year for me. So I thought I would make this video can kind of give you an insight of what my life was like this year. Time goes on, so stuff changes, but you can reminisce while I reminisce. This video is going to go month by month. Some months I don't have anything major that really went on. Some months are very full, some months are not so full, but they have some things. I have everything written down, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. And every few things that I mention, there might be a picture I insert or a video, so keep an eye for that. And then towards the end, I might include just a few random clips of myself and things that went on this year. Okay, so to start off with January. The major thing that happened in January is my family and I got our second cat, Mia, and I'll include a video of her. Mia, we adopted her from the pet store. We have PetSmart, or that's where we go. And they work with an agency, so we saw her and we're like, oh, she's the one. She's the second one. We adopted her at 4 months old, and we loved her ever since. So that's Mia. The next thing that happened, so my junior and senior year of high school, I was in a nursing assistant program, and during our senior year, we have to do clinical to get our hours in that go towards our certifications in the end of the year. So I believe end of January or early February. I included it in January because I'm pretty sure it was January. We started our clinicals, and I don't have any pictures or anything of that, and even if I did, I wouldn't include just because of privacy reasons. But regardless, we weren't allowed to have our phones, so. But clinical started, and we worked with the elderly. So we went to an elderly home, and yeah. Okay, the next month is February. So my 4 years of high school, I was in a youth group with my church, and the last 2 years, so my junior and senior year as well, we went on a trip. I don't know what kind of trip to call it. I wouldn't call it a mission trip. It was kind of just like a it was a retreat. That's what it was called. It was a retreat, and we went to a university. The trip was called Mount 2000. So if any of you went or any of you know of it, let me know. But it was called Mount 2000, and we went to a university. It was like a 3-day trip, and there's like music and mass and prayer and talks. It's like a nice retreat that happened. So that happened in February. And then this one is kind of like a joke, but I decided to include it because, why not? So this year I had my first Valentine. It wasn't a boy, it was my friend. And we decided we're going to be each other's Valentine, so we got each other chocolate, and I think both of us got each other a teddy bear, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I had my first Valentine. Then we go on to March, and this is a repeated thing, but in my junior and senior year, I was part of the swim team with my school, and the beginning of March was sadly the end of my swimming career. So I wrote that down because that's kind of like a milestone, because I didn't know how to swim before I joined the swim team, and so it was kind of sad. Like, I learned to swim and then it was over, but time goes on, so it's okay. Okay, so next thing that happened in March, this is a big deal. So I got my driver's permit when I was 15 in Maryland, which is where I'm from. You have to be 15 to get your driver's permit, and so I got it right when I could, and it was going to expire April 8th. Okay, well, it's New Year's Eve, so music is playing, so I'm going to try to speak louder. So my permit was going to expire, and so it was March, and I told my parents, I need to go to driving school. I need to learn to drive. So I had to, and it was scary. Driving just was always scary for me, so I had to get over it. Then I went to driving school, and then I got my driver's license, and I hate driving. I've been driving since April, and I hate it. Well, technically March, but pretty much April. I hate driving. So that happened. Okay, I have the April spot empty because I couldn't really think of anything that happened in April. I asked my family like if they thought of anything, and they said Easter. I guess Easter, like, I can talk about Easter, but Easter happens every year, so yeah. Okay, so now we move on to May, and May was one of the biggest months of the year because it was a busy month. Like, a lot happened. So the first thing that happened in May was my siblings and I went to New Jersey for Memorial Day weekend. And that was my first time I've ever been to New Jersey. So that's one of the things I worked on. It was my first time in New Jersey. Okay, so when we went to New Jersey, we went out to eat. We ate at home. We sang karaoke, and went to the beach. And that was my first beach trip of the year. And let me tell you, I got very sunburnt because I didn't put on enough sunscreen. Well, I didn't like reapply, and I get sunburnt really easy. So, and it was really hot, so got sunburnt. That was bad. But then that happened, and then we went to the pool, and then the weekend was over. So then we came back home, and my high school, the seniors finish like classes and take the finals in the middle of May. So that happened, and like I mentioned earlier, with my nursing program, because it was the end, we were being tested for our certification. So I did pass both of my tests. So I got my certified nursing assistant certification, and I got my geriatric nursing assistant certification. And that was a good thing. I haven't worked with them yet. I am looking for jobs, and I did apply, and I'm just still applying. So I'll keep you guys updated on that if that worked, like whenever I find a job. The next thing was prom, and let me tell you, prom was so fun. Prom is an experience that, like, if I have kids one day in the future, I can tell them about it. It's also just an experience that I can remember. Like, it was prom, and I'll include pictures or videos or something so you guys can see what I look like at prom. And then one of my biggest regrets of the year, I'm not gonna lie, I dyed my hair blonde, and what I was going for was a balayage. And I showed the lady, and she's like, okay, that'll work. And then she dyed my hair. It was not a balayage. It was like straight blonde. And I'll include a picture or something to show you. And then she cut my hair, and it looked really good the day she did it. And I had not prom. I had graduation the next day. So when I woke up the next day, I didn't like it anymore. Like, it was really bad. It wasn't balayage at all. It was straight blonde, and the haircut was really bad. Like, I'm so happy my hair grew out of that ugly cut. It's still not the best, but it grew out a little from that ugly cut. But that was not good. And then there was graduation day. So graduation day has like a whole thing. So graduation was very early. Like, we have to be there really early. Yeah, I believe we had to be there at like 7:30, 7:45. It was very early. But graduation happened, and I was very excited. High school wasn't my favorite, I'm not gonna lie. So I was happy to be done, but it didn't really hit me that I'm like, oh my god, I'm growing up in this and this. Like, afterwards, towards like the night, my family and I had like a barbecue, and my youth group, like I mentioned earlier, it was like the last meet of the of the school year, and it was like a farewell to the seniors. So they printed out a picture. I can show you guys. So they printed out like a picture of all the seniors. Well, this was everybody in this group. Oh my gosh, you can see the lights. Oh no. Okay, I'll do it this way. They printed out this picture, and they posted it, and then they wrote our name, and then anybody who wanted to, sorry, ignore the lights, I'm sorry. Anyone that wanted to could write you a little note, and they gave a frame. So this hangs on my wall. I love them. And after I came home, I started crying because I was like, wow, like, I'm growing up, and I don't want to. But time goes on, and now I'm okay. Thank God I'm out of high school. And then June was the best month of the year. It was the best month of the year. So one of my sisters lives in Florida, so she came to Maryland for my graduation, and then I went to Florida with her since I was done school. And that was my first Florida trip of the year. So I took 2 trips to Florida. June was the first trip. And then for my graduation, as a graduation gift, my sister took me to Disney World. I've never been to Disney World, neither has she. So it was an experience for both of us. And let me tell you, it was so fun. I'm definitely including videos and stuff of that. Good morning, everybody. So today is day 1 of Disney. Editor here. So I had a video of the Disney parade. I can't find it, so just enjoy that other clip that I just included before this. Okay, thanks, bye. In here, Disney was so fun. I have my favorites to my least. So from favorite to least, my favorite was Animal Kingdom, then it was Magic Kingdom, then it was Epcot, and then it was Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios, it's listed as my least favorite. I liked it, and it wasn't bad, but it was just my least favorite. I don't know. I don't really know. Then that whole shebang went on. Oh my god. And we went back home to where she lives. And over like the 3 weeks, I was there for like 3 weeks. So over the 3 weeks I was there, I was mainly at home. We ordered a lot of food in June. A lot. She's probably not gonna like me saying that, but we did. And okay, so this is a little story. So one morning, it was like 7:30 in the morning, and my sister's bed was pushed against her wall, and she slept on the outside all the time. So it was like 7:30 in the morning, and I had to use the bathroom. So I woke up, and I didn't want to wake my sister up to ask her to move. And so I decided I'm going to stand up on the bed and walk over her so I don't wake her up and go to the bathroom. But it being 7:30 and me being stupid, I wasn't paying attention that her ceiling fan was on, and it was on high speed. So me being stupid, like I said, I stood up on the bed and I hit my left side of my head. And it was bad. Like, it was bad. I started bleeding. Eventually I got a black eye, and there's little marks you wouldn't be able to see on camera. So I'm not going to show. I'm not going to even bother. I'll include a picture. But it was really bad, and it hurt, and I got lightheaded. It was funny. I was laughing at myself. Well, it shouldn't have been funny because that's dangerous, but it was funny. It's funny to me. And then I just remember this. I didn't write this down, but this is a major thing. So, live action Aladdin movie came out this summer. My sister and I watched it. We went to watch it in the movie theater, and we loved it. So when we went to Disney World, my sister has a friend that lives in Orlando, and so we went to Disney Springs, and we decided, let's go to AMC that they have in Disney Springs and watch Aladdin. So then we watched it again for a second time, and then later on in my trip, we watched it again for a third time. We were considering watching it again for a fourth time, and you might think, you guys are so dumb. You wasted so much money to see the same movie. But we loved it, so it was okay. We didn't care. And I think we had enough points from the movie theater. I think we might have gotten a free ticket, maybe, not sure, but regardless, we went and watched it 3 times. So that was a big thing. I've never seen a movie more than 1 time. And then this last part I included in here. On my way back to Maryland, when I came home, I traveled alone because my sister is from Florida, lives in Florida. So it was my first time ever traveling alone. So I thought I'd include that. Editor Alyssa again. So clearly I haven't uploaded a lot of videos on YouTube. So I still have a YouTube limit of 15 minutes. And this is a long video. It's like 25 minutes. And it might be extensive, but I discussed my entire year. So I'm going to split this video in half. They're going to be uploaded at the same time. So it stops at the end of June. So if you want to watch the rest, if you think it's interesting, the next video will be posted right at the same time, if not a few seconds later. Okay?